All right, Skope TV on a Wednesday night, August 4th. I got my man on the phone, my man, the notorious Freeway Ricky Ross on the phone. What's up, Freeway Ricky?
Oh, it's all, how you doing out there, big old world, you know what I'm saying? Glad to be on the air with you, you know what I'm saying?
You on Skope TV, brother?
Yeah, I appreciate you having Skope TV too.
Okay, well, we appreciate you taking the time. Let's get right into this, because we got a lot of questions for you. Now, where are we talking from tonight, and what you got going on this week?
Oh, man, right now I'm in Los Angeles. Man, I got meetings lined up. We're trying to lock this movie deal all the way down. As a matter of fact, I'm negotiating with a couple companies about multiple deals. Man, I'm all over the place. You know, I got so much stuff going on. I just signed my first artist, Ben Franklin. You know what I'm saying? Big up to him. First artist signed on Freeway Entertainment. You know, my social network website, freewayenterprise.com, is steady blowing up. As a matter of fact, man, y'all check it out. I'm giving away a set of those Dr. Dre headphones, with 2 sets of those headphones every week to some lucky member. So, you know, that's just a little bit, just a touch of what I got going on right now.
Now, let's not give it all away. Let's not give it all away on the first question. Let's not. Now, Freeway Ricky, you're obviously a brilliant entrepreneur. Do you blame your hustle off the upbringing that you choose? Like, for example, if you grew up in the suburbs, do you think that you would have chose something else? How do you put that in perspective?
Absolutely, because, you know, a person can only evolve on what they see or what they know. You know, you can't be a rocket scientist if you've never been around a rocket, or if you don't know anybody else that has ever been around a rocket. You know, technology evolves a little by little at a time. You know, we started off with the propeller plane, and then we went to the jet, and then we were able to build rocket ships. So, you know, when you're in a certain environment, you can only grow as far as the environment allows you, and as far as you allow yourself.
Now, how can we as a society reach the youth, especially the inner city youth, to let them know that there is much more out there than the drug game?
Well, the first thing they have to do is they have to start listening to what the youth are saying. You know, they have to try to understand. You know, first understand and then be understood. A lot of times what we do is we talk at the kids and we don't let them say what's on their mind.
Now, you've emerged from prison a positive role model and a changed man. What and when did you make peace with your past and decide to follow the righteous path? At what point and when?
You know what? No man is all the way righteous, and no man is all the way evil. You know, we all have made mistakes in our past, and we all gonna make mistakes in our future. So, saying that, the only thing that I had to correct in my life was to stay away from drugs.
Now,
I wasn't a bad person at all. You know, I always had a good heart. I always loved people, and I always had people's best interests at heart. Even though I may not have shown that with my actions, you know, that wasn't my intention.
Understood. Now, I'm a father myself personally. How can I as a parent get more involved with my child and try to keep them on the right path?
Well, you got to understand them. You know, you got to understand what they're going through as best you can. You got to try to put yourself in their shoes and look at it from their point of view. You know, a lot of times we only see life from our point of view. You know, it's like putting blinders on and wanting to direct the direction that we're going in. So if you can't see what these kids are seeing, then there's no way you can direct which direction they're going in.
I see. Now, when did you first hear about Rick Ross the rapper using your name and your moniker, and were you flattered or annoyed?
Well, I felt I'd been robbed. You know, I felt that somebody had took a gun and stuck it to my head and took my possession, and I wanted it back. And I didn't think that it was proper. I thought that he should have asked me for my permission, and it wasn't cool.
I see. Now, have you ever listened to any of Rick Ross's music, and do you like any of the songs?
I don't think nobody in this country has not listened to some of his music. They playing it on every radio station. You can't miss it, I don't think.
Do you like any of it?
Yeah, I mean, some of it, it's like I wrote it.
Oh, man.
He listened to, read some of the stuff I said and wrote about it. So, of course, I like some of his music. I like most of his music. I think he's a very, very, very talented artist.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, how do you deal with the haters that just will never let you live your past life down and won't accept your new path? And they just always see your past.
Well, we need haters. Haters turn into motivators. So, I use that as motivation to do what I'm doing now. The naysayers, the people who say that we can never change, that we won't change. I take that all as motivation in order to get me to the next level.
Now, Freeway, you have a book deal, a movie, a trucking company. From a business standpoint, as you are an incredible entrepreneur, do you see similarities in the management and day-to-day of those ventures to illegal ventures? And obviously professors at some of the most prestigious universities would never admit to that, but do you see similarities? Marketing, distribution, the whole nine?
Absolutely. When I was in prison, I read like 300 books. And I studied guys like Sam Walton, Phil Knight, and I saw the similarities in the things that they did as the things that I would do in drugs. But at the same time, I saw an advantage that I had over all of them. See, I would go steps further than they would with my level of tolerance for risk and pain.
That's right. Now, what about the music industry that changed, that bugged you out when you were released in 2009 from when you went in? Like you never heard of an MP3 or an iPod. What bugged you out when you got out of the pen?
Well, really, what I thought about the music business is everybody's trying to be the same. It's like the same sound from every single person. I probably get like 10 CDs a day, and everybody sounds the same. Nobody is trying to be unique. Nobody's trying to be different. It's like everybody's afraid to do something different. Everybody want to be this one way.
Now, we're going to take our first break. Skope TV, Freeway Ricky Ross, LA to Boston. You know how we do it. It's a lot more than just basketball over here.